Hello everyone. In this video about domestic violence, the subtopic is how does domestic abuse affect mental health? The effects of domestic abuse can be far-reaching, influencing many aspects of our daily lives. How we see ourselves, how we care for ourselves, and how we interact with others. Sometimes it opens the door to many mental health issues, while other times it can exacerbate existing conditions, making a bad situation worse. So how does domestic abuse affect mental health? Research has shown that adults who have experienced domestic violence are far more likely to suffer from mental health disorders of all kinds than the general populace. One study, a 5-year research program on domestic violence funded by the National Institute for Health Research in the United Kingdom, found there is a higher risk of experiencing adult lifetime partner violence among women with depressive disorders, anxiety disorders, and PTSD when compared with women without mental disorders. Their findings also concluded that, compared to women with no mental health disorders measured over their adult life, women with depressive disorders were around 2.5 times more likely to have been victims of domestic violence. This figure was over 3.5 times higher for women with anxiety disorders. For women with post-traumatic stress disorder, the chances of having experienced domestic violence were 7 times higher than women with no mental health problems. Women with other mental health diagnoses were also found to have been more likely to have suffered from domestic... My cat's gonna photo or video bomb again. Okay, women with other mental health diagnoses were also found to have been more likely to have suffered from domestic violence than women with no mental health diagnosis. Such diagnoses were eating disorders, OCD, schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, and other mental health problems. The pattern for men has been determined to be similar. Men who deal with mental disorders are also more likely to have been victims of domestic violence. However, studies find it is much less common for men to experience repeated severe domestic abuse. The evidence suggests that domestic abuse can affect mental health and lead to the victims developing mental health problems, such as anxiety or PTSD, or people who already have mental health problems will be likely to experience domestic violence. Whether you have suffered from a pre-existing mental problem and have experienced domestic violence in addition to that condition, or you are experiencing mental health challenges as an after effect of being abused, there are many places that can help. I do have a lot of them on my community page. And after this series is done, but also before the live about this topic is completed, I will be adding some more links, some repeats probably, but just to put them out fresh on the community page. There are many, many places that you can look for help mental-wise, and they also have a lot of video counselors now. They have some counseling at homeless shelters, crisis centers, if you go to church, you can get counseling through your pastor or like a women's group or something like that at church. If you're not religious, there are many groups on like Facebook and stuff like that. And a lot of those have people within the group that are counselors or social workers or someone that can just listen to you, give you ideas on how to help, lead you in the right direction to where you can get medication. You can look up yoga groups, meditation groups. There's so many different ways nowadays for people to get help with life-changing issues. And you have to be careful with who you trust. So if you do go the route of, like looking up a yoga group on Facebook or something, if they say that they have a, a yoga studio or something, look around, make sure that you can find some reviews or talk to other people in the group or something that um, has worked with them or received advice from them. I know my bro over at Discover Satanism, he is also willing to talk to people um, that are not religious, Well, I mean, he'll talk to anybody, but a lot of like the AA groups and stuff like that, like, substance abuse and stuff, they're all based on religious aspects. And I know that my bro over there, he, as a minister, he will talk to people. So there's many options, many options out there. If you are struggling, please reach out to somebody. Do not let it get so bad that you can't recover from it, because strength is shown when you are able to reach out. You get strong enough to get to the point to reach out for help. And as always, I am also here. You can email me at never.silent@outlook.com. I will respond as quickly as possible. You can reach out if you just want to rant or complain or need a shoulder to cry on. If you want services in your area, I can help you find those as well. And also when I do the live and my panel guest is a social worker, I'm pretty sure that she would be able to also help you find a place local to you, or even through a video chat or something like that. So I'm doing these videos because we can come together. And yes, we come together through trauma. We come together because we are survivors. And the abuse that I went through may not be the same abuse that you went through, but there is that foundation of understanding. And as always, there is no judgment. There's simply just love. love and caring, kindness, honesty. That's what all this is about, because I know that when somebody is struggling with abuse of any kind, sometimes it's hard to tell which way is up and which way is down, but there's always an up. There's always an out. Sometimes it just takes a group of people to find that out for somebody. So if you are struggling with any type of mental health, especially related to a traumatic event in your life, and for you to reach out to me for help, to help you find somebody local to you, or like a video counselor or something. It doesn't have to be domestic violence. You can just simply reach out to me for any reason at all, and you don't even have to tell me your reason. All you have to do is just simply tell me your general area or your state, and that you would like help finding a counselor or a shelter or a food bank, or how to apply for your children's social security cards and birth certificates because you lost them when you left the situation. You know, I'm here for whatever, because everybody deserves a chance to have a life of love and acceptance. So, whatever you're struggling with now, just know it will get better. And you are definitely not alone.